Hi, my name is Joy. Thank you for staying on this page. Don't worry, the checklist is already in your inbox. This is the most demanded checklist by my client, which they find that it certainly helped them in finding their home. I know that you'll probably be busy and might even forgotten that you have downloaded it. Don't worry, I'm doing a short run through on the key point of the checklist. We will be touching on why small development are risky, why right entry price is crucial, and how supply and demand affect you as a homeowner. Fact number one, do you know that small development are risky? I have home buyer that prefer smaller development as it gives privacy and exclusivity. However, we think that you should know that there's a hidden risk in small development. As we dive in further, we realize there's a big difference in the potential profit as you compare to bigger development even in the same district. In our case study, we will compare Grand Regency with Signature Park. Both are freehold and are located in District 21. Both are within 7 minutes walk from one another, and this also implies that they share the same amenities, school, and transport system. In a checklist that you receive, you see that the price of Grand Regency remains stagnant over the past 8 years, while the prices in Signature Park have actually rose to 1,004 PSF. 17% of the transaction in Grand Regency are actually non-profitable, and we have even one seller that even make a loss of 320K. And the highest profit was 678K. So you must thinking that it's still not as bad, right, to have 680K no kind of profit. But however, in Signature Park, things are a bit quite different here. We have 100% profitable transaction, and we have many buyers that actually have a gain of 1 million. And why is this so? Bigger development has more transaction and it gives bank more frequent updates on the transaction price. And therefore, bank are able and more willing to match their valuation with the sales price. Whereas for the smaller development, it's quite usual to see a lesser transaction. And then therefore make it hard for bank to do a proper valuation and not be able to match the higher sales price. Let's take a look at fact number two, right entry price. We've done a case study for J Gateway, which is situated at District 22. This development was fully sold within a day. Just to give a little bit of background first, actually URA divided Singapore into three main regions. Core Central Region, which is the Orchard CBD, and West Central Region, which is your Buona Vista, Tiong Bahru, etc. And outside Central Region is the rest of Singapore. And J Gateway is actually within OCR region of Singapore. We have plotted a graph of J Gateway pricing from the launch day till today. You can see that compared to the average OCR region, J Gateway was actually priced so much higher. And we noticed that the entry was way too high because developer was selling future price tag, especially when there was a speculation that Malaysia railway station was stop near the development. Because they buy high, seller have to eventually sell higher in order to profit. But however, in the recent years, we noticed that price in this project started to dip and cannot hold that well. So interestingly, we also compare J Gateway with average RCR pricing. So during the same period, and we realized that in the initial selling price were also much higher than the other RCR property. Therefore, knowing the right entry price is actually very, very crucial, and it also determines whether you can make a profit later. Lastly, on supply and demand, we observe that upcoming supply of unit can affect the surrounding property. If you intend to buy a resale property, you have to keep a lookout if there are an empty plot of land for future development. So you may think that you're able to get a good price now, but however, when you decide to sell in the future, you may face some issue as the surrounding newer property become your competitor. In the checklist, we have used some property in Pasir Ris as an example. We've seen that prices have either dropped or remain relatively stagnant. For example, RV residences and pallet, and also D Nest, right? We've seen that it's quite stagnant. But however, For Coco Palm, being the latest development there, they still enjoy an increase as it is the latest development in the surrounding and there's no further development upcoming. In conclusion, it's actually good to know the current and future supply in the surrounding when you buy a resale property as it will affect on the value of the property. So after go through the checklist, I believe you're on your way to better analyze the property that you're buying. But however, you could also be asking the following question. Is location all that matters? Where should you actually buy? Secondly, you might have your loan calculated, but do you know how long can you hold your property in the event that you lost your job? And does upgrading means you need to change your current lifestyle? Lastly, do you only look at freehold property or leasehold, new launch or even resale? What is the key difference? So don't worry if you have any question in mind. We have met many home buyers like you, and we are here to share our knowledge and guide you one step at a time. Just click on the button below, book a one-to-one session over Zoom, and we'll get in touch with you shortly. Look forward to see you.